Но если какое наша задача, то надо найти трейсера Тонга.
I blew it, JC. I'm sorry. MJ-12 must want you bad. Locked on the chopper and had the nav computer fly straight in. My stores are shut. My weapons are locked. Weapon lock switch is on flight control deck 1. Get me back online or we're dead meat.
Включите блокировку оружия вертолета Джок. Панель удаленного управления на палубе управления полета 1. После последней кражи EIDOS-187 мы перестроили наши охранные мероприятия. Для дальнейшего распоряжения палуба 1, управление полета опечатано, а отряды отозваны казармы. Если вам нужен доступ к управлению полетом, обращайтесь к сержанту Маккини.
Careful down there. That fueling equipment was installed by the lowest bidder. One time I had to fly a couple of gas technicians to the emergency room. You just released poison gas into the lower levels. Find a hazmat suit or get out of there.
Оружие. Так, какой мы сейчас? Вот так, лучше на автомат. Лучше мы шокер выкинем. Получил груз этого экспериментального топлива, но это ужасная дрянь, чистый яд, просто билет на небо. И пока не будет сделан аварийный насос для перевода его запасным емкостей в случае неполадки, испарения могут просочиться в систему вентиляции и вывести из строя большую часть здания, определенный самый скверный подряд. Пока я не смогу найти кого-нибудь, чтобы исправить это. Я поставил времени замок на продуктивного вентиль. 998-71. Позвоните мне по номеру 443 2334 2388 123, если будут осложнения. как это сказать, исправить.
Someone's there. I can hear you. Gotcha. We're gonna need some reinforcements.
Головки не поспят. Ладно, еще что? Сложных задач, о которых всех сотрудники должны быть осведомлены. Ежедневно в настоящее время очень слабая связь между MG-12 и местными властями, хотя MG-12 пытается изменить это положение, поэтому от полиции и служб безопасности нельзя ожидать понимания особенностей устава MG-12. Агенты, оперативники, сотрудники службы безопасности и прочных должны придерживаться директор секретности. Подчеркнул в вашем справочнике один важный фактор помощи полиции. Использованы акустические сенсоры стрельбы, установившие во всем Гонконге дешевые и эффективные эти датчики, на пользующий ДСП схему, чтобы оповещать власти о стрельбе без подавителей шума, без глушителей. Это позволит полиции быстро свести к минимуму угрозу самым действием способом, поскольку эти датчики могут быть отключены центральным управлением. Не рекомендую такой образ. Действие скорее рассматривать его как решение любой боевой ситуации без своего вмешательства. Палубе управления полета. У нас тут был еще один местный, который пытался сломать панель безопасности на подъемнике. Этот раз выглядит по-детски, хотя он довольно ловко избегал обнаружения. Так или иначе, Николь ухитрилась отсечь его, прежде чем он вошел и поменял код на 9089. Надеюсь, это остановит таких, как он, пока мы не сможем лучше охранять вход. Перейдем к полету палуб. полном управлении.
Back in business. Come on down and stay clear of the blast doors to the south. I'm gonna launch a missile.
Отлично.
Fire in the hole! I have to get clear. Head for the exit and I'll link up with you when I can.
Вот так и это. И бежим.
Okay, you need to find Tracer Tom. He used to drop Paul off at a small compound east of the market. You could start there. Don't lose any time. Your kill switch is 12 hours old.
If you die, our plans will fail. Locate Tracer Tom.
I work for the butcher too. Everybody in Wanchai Market.
I have made other arrangements.
I never fall asleep. I am one of the best watchmen.
No. I don't work with the boys.
This is a bad market. Lots of bad people.
Go! Rules of triad wars. Red Arrow versus Luminous Path.
What do you think of the Luminous Path triad?
Cowards, soon to be gone. They have to steal weapons because they have lost the traditional arts.
What kind of weapons?
They murdered the Red Arrow leader to get the sword he invented.
How do you invent a sword?
It uses modern technology. I made the Red Arrow even though the Luminous Path compound is 50 meters away. Many publication. What's your interest?
What do you think of the Red Arrow triad?
They will control all of Wenchai in a few weeks.
You sound certain.
The fighting is not going well for the Luminous Path.
Yes, a little something to brighten up the land.
You're next to the compound Paul used to visit, but I don't know who it belongs to. Think I'm clear now. Good thing the NSA invested in stealth technology.
She said no.
Impossible!
She said she has made other arrangements.
The Red Arrow?
She was very rude.
You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Don't waste any time.
My brother's name is Paul Denton. I heard that he was a frequent visitor to this compound. You know him?
The Luminous Path is close to Guilos.
Paul was no friend of the West.
My name is Golden Creek. I know your brother, but you are not him. They say you are loyal to UNATCO.
I was, before Paul showed up in New York. A day later, I was helping the NSF.
You want me to take your word? You are in Hong Kong now, and we are businessmen. Paul earned our trust by working with us.
I don't have time for games.
No games. We would like another ally like Paul. The triads are at war, thanks to a woman named Maggie Chow. A sword was stolen from the Red Arrow triad, and Miss Chow started the war by blaming us, the Luminous Path.
Why is one sword so important?
It is an extraordinary sword called the Dragon's Tooth. Nanotechnology developed by the Red Arrows for Morida before he was murdered. We know that Chow is a liar, but we have no proof.
I'll go speak to her, but first I need to find a man called Tracer Tom. I need his help.
Mr. Tong deals with businessmen, not beggars or strangers who might be spies. Chow lives at 1313 Tonochi Road. Be observant. Find and examine that sword. It is the evidence we need.
I'll help you against Miss Chow, but then I'll need to see Tong, or I won't be your ally for more than about 12 hours.
Да, но это Гордон Квик правду только сказал, что началась война из-за того, что Мэгги Чон забрала у него меч. А доказательств у них нет. И чтобы найти доказательства, Гордон Квик поручил это дело нам.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Как всегда, в ночь. Район Вайчан, Тоночи Роуд.
You are an unfamiliar face on Tonochi Road.
I'm here on business from Gordon Quick.
You are here to speak to Miss Chow, perhaps. Half a block down on the left.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says.
Welcome to Queen's Tower.
I'm looking for Maggie Chow.
You must be Mr. Denton. Miss Chow has been expecting you. She is waiting in the living room. Please follow me.
Так, здесь я помню, это непростая служанка. Вот. Потому что служанки никогда не пользуются с оружием. Еще спросите. Рояль.
Mr. J.C. Denton, in the flesh. As dark and serious as his brother.
You know who I am. And Paul? You know my brother?
Intimately. Call me Maggie.
Paul never mentioned you.
That is why he is still alive. He can keep a secret even from his own brother.
But why?
Paul told you about Majestic 12, correct? The conspiracy behind UNATCO?
Just the name.
Majestic 12 sent Paul to murder the former Red Arrow leader. And me too.
And he double-crossed them?
Let's just say I persuaded him to join our side.
What does Majestic 12 want with the Red Arrow?
We are winning the Triad War against Majestic 12's ally, the Luminous Path. We were developing a new technology. You might have heard about a sword?
The dragon's tooth, right?
The triad settle disputes in contests of skill, which includes the crafting of weapons. The dragon's tooth would have made us unstoppable.
So Majestic 12, they're trying to tip the balance, give the Luminous Path a technological advantage.
Exactly. I tried to warn the people of the danger, and the Luminous Path calls me a liar. The police have all the evidence they need to settle this, locked up in the station at the Wanchai Market, but they will not act. Go and see. I know the code to their vault. 87342.
It's only fair to tell you that I spoke with Gordon Quick before coming here. I thought he was a friend of my brother's. I agreed to visit you and learn the truth of the situation.
Yes, you were seen. The new Red Arrow leader is Max Chen, and you don't have to go to the Lucky Money for him to know your activities. Now tell me about Paul. Why did he not return?
There's something I have to tell you about Paul.
Majestic 12 is arming the Luminous Path with the Dragon's Tooth sword. We must find a way to end the war immediately.
Miss Chow, Maggie, Paul is dead.
What?
UNATCO agents killed him. I'm sorry. I understand how you must feel.
No, it can't be.
You alright?
He was a brave man. Honest. Too honest.
Yes, he was.
You try to prepare yourself, but...
I know the danger.
I need to be alone. Please. Please, go now.
Давайте мы осмотримся, конечно. Киска. Чё так? Здесь ничего. Что я зря туда прошел. Если лучше вот так вот спустился. Мистер Хатли, появился необходимость сменить мой личный системный пароль. Так как он мог быть зашифрован, я придумаю новый пароль и сразу вам его пошлю. Пожалуйста, заметьте, что всякая попытка доступа с паролем Тайфу должна быть помечена и прослежена до адресата Мехичоу. Привет, Мэгги. Клянусь, я никогда больше не забуду твоим днем рождения. 18 июля навсегда в моем календаре. Луи. Камеру, конечно, выключаем. Так. Доказательства нужно, говоришь? Да, пожалуй, вот доказательство.
Greetings, JC Dent. I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the proof we needed. The dragon's tooth sword. There inside the glass case. If you wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions.
Falling back.
Нас чуть не прикончила. Это какой метр? Опресно.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech.
тем, как нас спалились, нам уже, как вы уже слышали, нам связался трейдер Дентон. Он говорил, что мы нашли этот меч. Что мы должны забрать его и доставить его к лидеру Красной Стрелы. Для доказательства о том, что магичон лгунья. Так, начало записи сейчас. Я знаю, ты взял меч. Йоэн, ты взял его не в том месте, не тех людей. И теперь ты страдаешь. Ты знаешь, как мне неприятно видеть твои страдания, детка? Я дракон, глава триады Красной Стрелы. Ты лживая женщина. Я гораздо больше Йоэн. Я единственный, что разделяет тебя и мир, полной болью, тьмы и бесчестия. Скажи мне, где находится меч, и возможно, ты умрешь быстро. Ты плохая актриса, а у тебя стало один палец меньше. А, да, вот и
Ms. Chow, we are reassigning you temporarily. Put the long-term agenda on hold until Versa Life has met its deadline. It will be months and probably years before the Red Arrow can influence Beijing, whereas, well, I'm sure you heard about my appointment. We are in position to make a grab for Washington. We can't let this one slip through our fingers. Make sure the process stays on schedule.
Вот и говорится, правда также раскрыта, что у нее был связь с Уолтер Саймонса. Да.
Good. Now take the sword to Max Jin at the Lucky Money Club. If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
Да. Можно сказать, настоящий тут лазерный меч, как в Звездных войнах. Все, возвращаемся.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Солдаты, которые говорят, что нам не рекомендуют гулять по каналу ночью. Торговый центр чай. Look like a man.
The mall area is perfectly safe.
Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I, it's so silly, we left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Sure.
Right, you like to dance then? Let's go.
You're so bad.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master.
Thanks for getting me in.
Hello. Have another drink?
Don't mind if...
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
I'm looking for Max Chen.
Is that so? What is it about?
Maggie Chow sent me.
Oh, the beautiful Miss Maggie. You'll find the barrel just behind me.
I'll get a drink later.
You see, my class, where in the US, either you have nothing... Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the door said we had trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said there was some kind of mech.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
Say your business and go.
I will not doubt you again. Now hurry. Take my message to the Luminous Path.
You're acting like a fool. We will find out who organized this. Hey! Hey!
Солдата перестрелял. Меня-то за что?
You must be Max.
Вы видели? Я подошел к охранникам, а он начал меня стрелять. Ладно, я не буду.
did it. I did it.
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she earned something.
Okay.
You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof?
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
Mr. Tong, you knew my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade. But I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Stay right there. Sis, come back to the control room.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard about Paul?
Your friend informed me. A courageous man, your brother.
I plan to make sure he didn't die for nothing.
We will try. Unfortunately, nothing is certain in politics.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No, in their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.